Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you some Thrive Life honey crystals, which I think are really cool. And we're also going to make some pancakes with them too, as well as a whole breakfast with Thrive Life foods when we come back. Alright everybody, welcome back. So I thought of a good way to kind of showcase how you can use these crystals in a whole lot of different things. And what came to mind was putting them in pancakes. We've tried this before. We've actually been using these crystals a lot in our tea and everything. So they're actually pretty cool, pretty handy way of storing honey. Now I'm aware that honey pure will store forever. This isn't to replace that. This is kind of just an addition to it. If you notice, it kind of looks like little grains. And you can also reconstitute this and turn it into actual, like a syrup type consistency. And you can also use that on pancakes, but we're going to actually put it in the pancakes after we make up the batter, which is Thrive batter for pancakes. And we're going to try it out. Now, the recipe, the official recipe, is half a cup of hot water and 2.5 tablespoons. This will make liquid honey. Once it cools to room temperature, it will get kind of thicker. Originally, it'll look like water. The less water you add, the thicker it'll be. So if you want to just let it sit and thicken, you can use a little less water. You can also put it directly into tea or beverages like we've been doing, bread or pancakes. Some of this on toast is really good. And you can add it to butter to make some honey butter, or brush it on bread before you bake it to give it a nice honey glaze. The crystals rehydrate in water. It'll make nice, smooth, sweet honey. You can spread it over pretty much anything. Make sure that you always have this inside the container, because it does absorb moisture. Don't leave it open for long periods of time. It'll get clumpy. Other than that, pretty simple. Even with the oxygen absorber in there, it tends to absorb. We've also had a ton of rain here nonstop, so it tends to absorb any kind of moisture in the air and get a little clumpy. Won't ruin the taste of it, just kind of the consistency isn't as good. So the first thing we're going to do is get the bacon going on here, and that has nothing to do with the honey, and that isn't Thrive Life bacon because they don't make that. And then we're going to add the Thrive eggs, and we're going to mix up the pancake batter. So let me go get all that ready and get it out here, and we'll try it out. Alright, so the next thing we're going to prepare is the pancakes. Now we're not going to put them on just yet, because I have to wait for the bacon to finish. And yeah, I just put the bacon over there, because it's not Thrive stuff. I don't want it to cook up before everything, so I got to let it cook a little bit longer. I do have it covered, but we just put that on. You know how to cook bacon. It's not a big mystery. So I got 2 cups here of the Thrive pancake batter. We're going to put that in here. That's probably a little bit much for what I'm doing today, but that's all right. And I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of the honey. There is my measurement. There we are. Of the honey crystals. Okay. There's 1, 2. Now I have never tried this before. We've used this in tons of other stuff, but never used it in pancakes. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of scared. I'm sure it'll be good though. Anyway, let's put that up there for now. And I'm just going to add water until it's got the kind of consistency I like. I'm not going to go crazy with it. I don't have the can out here because that was the last of it. The rest of the stuff's in my storeroom. So I figured that was perfect, just enough. Now I'm going to make a mess. Get a little more water in there. There we go. And as you can tell, bacon's going awesome on here. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. It is kind of low. I just don't want to burn the bacon. Alright. Let me get this all mixed in here. Should have brought a bigger mixing bowl. And I'm going to let this sit and give time for that those honey crystals to hydrate up a little bit. I'm not too worried about them getting hydrated, but the cool part about this is I suspect the pancakes will come out tasting like they already have syrup on them. So that's kind of cool. You can use the honey and reconstitute it and make syrup out of it, honey syrup essentially, if you want. But we're just going to let this sit. There we go. Oh, that batter tastes really good with the honey in it. Got a little bit on my finger. That is really good with the honey in it. Alright, give me a sec here. I got to get another bowl. I'm going to mix up the eggs, and we're going to get started on that. Alright, so we do 2 tablespoons of egg to 3 tablespoons of water for the Thrive powdered scrambled egg mix. And this is actually good. I know some folks think about when they hear powdered eggs, they're kind of like, I don't know. This is actually really, really good. It tastes like eggs. It's not nasty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4. That's 2 eggs each for my wife and I for breakfast. See, she doesn't know about this now. So this is going to be breakfast in bed. Don't tell her. Alright, so because my short-term memory is shot here, 3 tablespoons of water per 2, so yeah. So we need 6 tablespoons of water. Meanwhile, let me check on the bacon here. How's it doing? Good, don't have to flip it yet. Okay, let's do our tablespoons of water. This might take a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm getting reckless here. Okay. Okay. Let's mix that up. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And pretty much what I'm going to do is just wait until the bacon is done, and I will bring you back when we cook the Thrive items, and we'll see how it comes out. I'm telling you, the batter was really, really good, so I imagine the pancakes are going to be awesome. So give me a few and I'll bring you back. All right, so the bacon is finished. I pulled it off. I'm just going to wrap it up and keep it warm and put it on my serving plate over here. That should do. Now, we're going to do pancakes. I'm thinking about using the bacon grease. I have butter in here, but I'm thinking about using the bacon grease for the eggs. So I'm going to put that off into another pan. Put this to the side. Turn that off. And turn on my pancake pan here. Whoops. Good thing I got another fork. Alright. Now you want to keep it on a low heat when you're doing these. They don't burn easily. It's not like they're going to burn up on you. But you still want to keep it on a low heat. And a word about the Thrive butter. The Thrive butter is awesome for putting in recipes. It is not good as a non-stick coating like this in pan. So I'm using real butter here. It doesn't work very well as a non-stick coating. But if you're sticking it in food, it's awesome. So let me get that butter melted, and we'll bring you back when the first pancake's done. I can show you what it looks like. Alright, so I got the first pancake in there. There it is. Got the heat on kind of medium. I don't want to go too nuts and burn it. Once I get a few of these made, I probably made too much batter. Once I get a few of these made, we'll start up the eggs and see how those come out. But I'm going to let this go. Got my little spatula. I made this ages ago, and I've never got a chance to use it, so now we'll try it out. So once they're flipped, I'll bring you back and show you what we're working with, and then we'll finish them up and we'll show you the eggs. Okay, time to flip it. I might have waited a little too long. Nah, perfect. There you go. Alright. So we're going to stack these up over here on the serving plate, which is kind of out of the picture here. And then I'll show you how the eggs come out. So there you go. And that's the Thrive pancake mix. That has the the honey crystals in it, browned up a little bit nicely on it. So there's 4 pancakes there. Still got the bacon keeping warm in there. Now we're going to try the eggs. And my little spatula here is working awesome. It's the first time I've really used it for anything serious. And it flipped the pancakes perfectly, so cool. Made myself another tool. I made this a long time ago. I really haven't done too many. Whoops. I put my fire out. And I'm just using this burner because it's closer to me. So it's good to test it out to know it works. Alright, that's probably hot enough by now. So I'm going to give this one little last stir. This is your Thrive egg mix. Looks like I'm going to have to clean my floor after I'm done in here today. I'm kind of in a rush today because I have to get this done. Then we have to make it to the farmer's market before 11 because they close up. So I'm kind of trying to get this done, make us breakfast, and head on up there. Alright. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can see it inside there, but it's already becoming like scrambled egg-like. So we're going to let that cook, and it shouldn't take too long. I have had these in the past. These are very good. Surprisingly, like I said, when you hear powdered or instant eggs, you're kind of, I don't know. But they're actually really good. You'll get this over here. Get it ready to take in there. Trying to keep everything warm because it's kind of cold out here. And honestly, this is where I cook in some kind of emergency or grid down situation. I would probably cook out here because the ventilation is better than in my kitchen, and a little bit easier since I have all of my outdoor cooking gear, or a lot of it, out here already. I don't have to dig out the long-term stuff, which is in my closet, in my storeroom. So I'd probably be cooking out here in a grid down situation. I have my radios right over there. Got a water source, got pretty much everything going on here, so this is probably where I end up. Okay, some kind of grid down, emergency, power outage, whatever. And there you go. And there's your eggs. And that's just kind of how I've chopped them up. They don't form like that. So, that's it. Let's put that on the tray. You'll notice I didn't say let's get it out on a tray, because this isn't MREs. And there you go. There's breakfast. Now, I'm going to take this in, and we're going to have breakfast, and then I'm going to come out here and clean up. But I wanted you guys to see me making some stuff with some Thrive Life stuff, as well as the honey crystals is what I really wanted to feature in this video, because they're so versatile and there's so much you can do with them. And yeah, I know you can store regular honey. It'll last forever. But it really is cool to have that. You can just drop into sodas, coffee, tea, whatever, pancakes even. And it comes out really good. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. I'm going to race inside and have some breakfast with my wife. Stay safe and stay prepared.